It is time for a sexy, confident life. It is another episode here, and today we're going to stop the insanity, my friends. I hope that the title of this podcast really caught your eye because, man, I got to tell you, as somebody on the end of teacher, influencer, course creator, someone that's always trying to share her experiences and wins and tools and skills and things that have truly helped me be successful in my life, I'm always trying to pay that forward. I mean, that's why I created my own business, because I was like, you know what? I want to share an important message. I want to get some very important things out into the world to change lives. But you know what's insane? Is that so many people out there want change, whether it's in their fitness, whether it's in their relationships, whether in their business, their careers, whatever it might be. So many people are longing for change, yet not willing to try new things, not willing to make change. Because if we want change, it requires change. So when I talk about like stop the insanity, it's that whole philosophy of, don't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You all know that's common sense, right? However, how often do you kind of sit back and say, wow, I've been really complaining about this in my life, but what have I actually done to change things up, to change my behavior, change my philosophy, change my strategy, or whatever it might be, in order to experience a different result? And so today what I am going to talk about are, I think, the top 3 things that are holding people back, why people are stuck, why they're not changing, and then also 3 huge reasons why getting over that and overcoming the things and the obstacles that are holding you back from trying new things and not expecting a different result, but just like going for it. And no matter what, there are 3 major benefits to putting that effort out there, or to making that change, or to digging in deeper if you really truly want things to happen in your life, to progress, to move forward, or whatever it might be, right? So, kicking this off, I was so excited because I do have conversations with women all over the world, not just in the United States, but all over the world. And there's a very common thing that I see, and that is someone reaching out for help, really expressing a struggle. And then I share some tools or some resources or some things that can really target that struggle, can help them overcome the obstacle that they're facing. And then the response that I get is either a reason why they can't do that, an excuse, right? It can be any kind of excuse. It can be a fear excuse, a financial excuse, a pessimistic excuse, or whatever it might be. There's always a reason why they don't want to take that first step. And so I always sit back and question, okay, well, I got to do a better job of educating so they understand the benefit of taking this opportunity and doing this. Even when I'm talking about like crush the sugar cravings and, people are like, yes, I have that problem. I want to do that. And then I tell them the things that they need to do and they're like, oh, well, no, I don't want to do that. I can't afford that. I don't want to try that. And so I think to myself, why? Why is it that people are so resistant for different things, trying new things, taking chances, exploring options? And so those 3 things come down to, number 1, fear. I think that so many people are stuck because they're afraid to take chances. Ultimately, that's like the top thing, I think. It's fear. And it doesn't matter where that fear comes from, but it's something inside of you is saying, no, I don't want to do that. No, not for me. I don't know if it's fear of, it not working for you, or it's fear that you the grass might not be greener, right? It's kind of like it won't work for me. Or, fear that you might miss out on other things if you take this other opportunity. Maybe you're still looking for something better. I don't know. It's like, what is it? What kind of fear holds you back from taking chances? I remember when I decided I was going to move to California, all the way from Boston. And my friends were like, what? You kidding me? What are you going to do out there? You don't have any friends out there. You don't have a job out there. You don't have any family out there. What the heck are you going to go and do in California? And I was like, I just want to go. I want to try something new. It's been a dream of mine my whole life. And if I let the fear of not having a job already lined up, not having family there to support me, not having any friends to hang out with, right? Then I never would have explored and discovered the life I have today, right? And that goes along with everything. If I had never taken the chance and invested in a program called High Performance Coaching with Brendan 4 years ago, it was a $10,000 investment. And you know what? It was scary. It was a huge financial investment for me. But I thought to myself, in my gut, I know that this could be the difference between me being an excellent coach and mentor to others and me just always struggling to figure it out on my own. How am I going to be a better coach to people? How am I going to help them break through the challenges in their life? How am I going to be a better speaker and influencer? And so since I didn't have a better choice at the time, I said, this is the choice. This is the decision I make. There's so many options like that in your life. I think the second thing that holds people back is that pessimistic kind of, that pessimistic point of view that's like, maybe it won't work. Maybe I won't be a better coach. Maybe California will be crazy and I'll have spent all this money, all my life savings of like a whole $3,000 and I won't have anything to show for it. We have that pessimistic perspective about a lot of things not working the way we want them to. The outcome might not be what we want, or the advice that we're being given, we're skeptical about the person giving it to us. So we have like the barriers up. We build a wall, a protective wall, and that's okay. But if that's always holding you back from taking action and making change, it's going to hurt. It's going to be devastating to your growth. To allow that pessimism and the fear of what if to hold you back from trying something. The third thing is that most people don't like change. They like routine, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to require effort. Got to get out of my comfort zone. I really like my routine. I don't like making big changes in my life. So I know that immediately those changes that are required and that mixing it up of the routine can sometimes throw people into that fear as well. Like, no. That whole process is going to suck, right? And I know sometimes I thought the same. I'm like, this is going to be hard. This learning is going to be a challenge. And that's okay though, right? Because if those three things, the fear of taking chances and the pessimistic perspective and the inability to want to get out of the comfort zone, those three things are keeping people stuck where they are. Stuck where they are because they're not reaching out. They're not breaking free of those things in order to grow, in order to advance in their life, in order to experience new things. I always say that if we step outside the comfort zone, you're going to have three major benefits of doing that. And I want you to hear me now. I want you to really listen in. Because if right now you're thinking about something that you want to try, but you're just hesitant, right? And your gut instinct is going to tell you, this is a really bad idea, so probably don't do that. Or it's like all these other things holding you back. Not that it's a bad idea, not that anything's been proven to go wrong in this situation, not that you have any real reason tangibly not to do it, but the fears, the pessimism, the inability to want to change, those are the things holding you back from saying yes. And so if you just decided today, you're not going to let any of those things hold you back. There's no real danger for you in taking this chance and taking this opportunity and making a different route towards the path of success. Because if you're looking to get healthy and you're just stuck in your same routine and you're just doing the same old thing, and then somebody brings an idea up and it's like, hey, well, if you did this, you'd probably get these different results. Or if you tried this kind of an eating pattern or this type of a nutritional supplement or this type of a gut cleanse or whatever it is that you're struggling with, it would change your life. And you're like, no, I don't think so. Well, first of all, ask yourself, what is the real danger? What is really holding me back from taking that opportunity or that adventure? Right? Is it been proven to hurt people? Right? Is it not worth your time or your effort because the result isn't worth it? There's so many people that, haven't jumped into my Sexy Confident Woman Formula course, but they are struggling with the confidence of knowing how to take care of their body, how to think well about themselves, how to really strategize and feel good about their relationships with food. So, I say, this is a really good mentorship program for that. And they're like, no. And so I ask, what are you afraid of? What are you worried about? Or is it the effort of doing this that is going to really hold you back from taking action? So I guess the result that you want isn't that important to you. We've always got to ask ourselves, is the effort, is overcoming that fear, is doing that thing worth it for the outcome that we want? Because listen, if you step outside your comfort zone, if you go for something new to get a different result in your life, then what are the benefits to that? Well, number one, you're going to learn. You're going to gain wisdom. Wisdom. Yes. Right? No matter what opportunity or chance that you take, unless it's like life-threatening or dangerous, which I don't want any of you guys to do, but no matter what, when you take chances, you learn, you grow, you become more wise, right? When you get those experiences under your belt, they're not a waste of time. They're not a waste of anything. They're a gain of experience and wisdom. So if something doesn't work out, okay, check. I know that's not a good pattern. People always say, I've tried everything. I'm like, really? Show me your list. You've tried everything? Good. Show me everything that you've tried. Guarantee that's a bunch of bull, right? And people say it to me when I'm business coaching them. Anna, I can't get more followers. I've tried everything. I'm like, show me your list. What have you tried so far? And there's no real tangible list. It's all in their mind. So you're trying to lose weight. I've tried everything. Really? You've tried everything? Show me your list. And if it's been the same thing for an entire year, well, I'm going to say you haven't tried everything. You've just tried the same thing for far too long. It's time to mix it up. It's time to go for it. You got to gain the wisdom. Over 6 years of growing my own online business, it's like, man, I have made so many mistakes. I have tried so many things that didn't work. But if I never did, I would never know what does work. I would never have progressed. I would have never developed better skills. I would have never grown as an entrepreneur. Same thing in health. Same thing in relationships. If you never go out and date, you're never going to realize what kind of relationship you want. You're never going to realize what kind of person you want to be with. You're never going to realize what it takes to be a good communicator. We've got to get out of the comfort zone in order to learn and grow and become more wise in the world. Getting that experience is never a waste of time. Checking things off the box is never a waste of energy. We've got to try things, explore, be adventurous in order to grow. Are you with me? Do you get that? Do you feel that from me? Because I hope that resonates with you. There's too many people sitting back. Too many people afraid that something won't go right or that it won't work for them. But if you never try, you never know. It's just like in business. It's like people are like, Anna, you're in a network marketing business? I'm like, heck yeah, I am. I never thought I would be, but I tried it. And guess what happened? I found it to be amazing for me. I love it. I love working with more people. I love coaching and mentoring other fitness professionals. I love building a team. I love the income that you can earn when it's not solely relied on just your efforts. Heck yeah, that was a model that was made for me. But I would have never known if I said, oh no, I don't like that MLM stuff. That's judging an opportunity before I even understand it or before I've even tried it. What did it cost me? $120. That's right. I also tried to create a DVD program, and that cost me $25,000, and that failed. So the $120 investment, the $25,000 investment, oh, one of them failed, and that was the $25,000. But guess what? I then learned that that's not the route I want to go. That's not the route for me. And now when I talk to other people that want to do that, I'm like, here are some ideas. Here are some options. Let me give you my take and experience that makes me now a better business mentor and coach. All learning, all growing, right? Another benefit is that you will find better ways. So if you do take chances, there's a very good chance you're going to find a better way of doing things. You're going to learn more, right? And so if you sit back and say, you know, my routine's pretty comfortable, Anna. I don't really know if I want to try this new workout system you got, or I don't really know if I want to try Shakeology that you talk about, or I'm not really sure I want to give up my dairy and the, you know, whatever. For so many people that are hesitant to do a cleanse that I host every year, or they're hesitant to try superfoods that I drink every day, or they're hesitant to try a workout calendar I put in my membership program because they don't want the change, right? They're afraid to go there. Well, the thing that I have to say about that truly is really you've got to step back and say, what if that's a better way than what I've been doing? Because you'll find many times in life that when you try someone else's strategies, you'll find a better way, even if it's not their way. You'll take your way, mesh it with their way, and all of a sudden there's a better way. I've learned so much from my influencers, and it's not always exactly what they recommend. It's not always exactly what they do. But I'm like, ooh, but the way that I was doing it can be improved if I add a little bit and sprinkle a little bit of what they said onto it. My husband gives me great advice all of the time, but I don't take it verbatim. I sprinkle it into what I feel is going to be best, right? So sometimes we've got to be open to these things in order to find a better way for our goals, for the results that we want. Remember, this whole podcast is about stepping out of the comfort zone, not doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Doesn't matter if it's in your health, in your relationships, your career, your business, or whatever it might be. You've got to step outside the comfort zone, go for it, take chances, try new things. Don't let the fears, the excuses, the process hold you back, because you're going to grow. You're going to find better ways, and you're going to become more open to change. You're going to become more confident in your ability to decide what is good for you, what is not good for you, what is going to get you to the next level, what is not going to get you to the next level. Some people don't have confidence because they haven't failed enough. To be very honest with you, I am so confident in taking more chances in life and trying new things and being adventurous because I have failed. And when you experience failure, you build a thicker skin, baby. Right? It's just like you mothers out there that have had 2, 3, 4 kids. Man, that's not easy. But now you're like, you got a thicker skin. Me, I'm on my first one. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hard. This is scary. This is all these things. But I don't have the experience yet. Someone who's been through it 2 or 3 times is more confident. Like, yeah, let's get pregnant. Let's have another one. I know the deal. Right? I can see that. And I think the same thing goes when, I tried this and this business opportunity didn't work for me. So yeah, Now I'm more confident that I can try other things and I'll be able to decide what's better for me, what's good for me, what's going to help me grow in the way that I want. You're going to be more open. So that third thing is, remember, being open to change and actually more confident to take those chances and to make those opportunities really help you progress in your life. This is a very important topic for everyone. You know, share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with people that you mentor. Remember that we got to keep our ears and our eyes open to when these things appear, not only in our own life, but for other people. Are you hearing the hesitation? Are you hearing the fear? Are you hearing the comfort? Are you feeling it from people and say, hey, what if it does work out? What if you learn from this experience? What if it is a better way? What if you're able to mentor someone after you experience that because you learned and you grew? Or what if you just gain more confidence because of that failure? Give them that wisdom. Share this podcast with them, please, because this conversation is one that I don't think ends here. It's ongoing because there's so many components to it. I hope today that you take a second and reflect on your own choices in front of you. You know, if you're looking for a specific outcome in your life right now and you've tried everything, reassess. Have I tried everything? Am I resistant to trying new things? Am I doing the same thing and expecting a different result? Because I can tell you right now, I always reevaluate my fitness, my relationships, my business productivity, all those things, my team engagement, my mental wellness, all those things that really matter to me. How do I want to get them to the next level? And then, am I trying new strategies, new tools? Am I implementing new things into my life to elevate those different areas? Because if I'm not, I can't expect a different outcome. And that's the bottom line, right? We can't expect a different outcome if we're always doing the same thing. So I hope you'll take this to heart. You know, every single week I love connecting with you and chatting with you about a principle of living a more sexy and confident life. I know that each and every one of you that listen to this podcast already possesses all the happiness, joy, confidence, fulfillment, and everything that you will ever need to live your most sexy, confident life. But sometimes those things can be buried. Sometimes we can get lost. Sometimes we lose our way. And this podcast is to bring you back into that frame of mind. It's to bring you back into the ideas and the habits and the practices that are going to get you right back on track. So I hope today in learning that it's okay to take new chances, new opportunities, develop new skills, bring new things into your life in order for you to get to the next level, to where you want to go. Next time some opportunity comes your way, next time something seems a little scary, you go after it, girl, as long as it's safe. Okay? Awesome, you guys. I hope to talk to you all soon. I'll see you next week. Enjoy the weekend. Bye now.